I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Okay, all
My
right. Now
apologies.
we're back on the record. You can proceed with your questions, Attorney Man.
Are you aware of the customs agent who did the field test?
Yes.
And who would that be?
Investigator Knapp is Knappe.
And you also observed an
No, I did
investigator.
not. I did not observe the way. Yes, I did not observe the field test.
Okay. Did you perform a field test yourself?
No, sir.
Did you say that Mr. Ford had a bag tag on his person?
In a ticket, on his ticket, they put the bag tag on the back of the ticket. So yes, they give you a copy when you check your bag. When you check your luggage, they the agent, wherever airline you flying with, will give you a ticket.
And he was on the plane by the time you approached him, correct?
No, he was not on the plane. He was already detained. Customs approached him on the plane.
Okay, so he was
And
detained by the
HSI.
time you approached him.
Sir?
So he was detained by the time you approached him.
Yes, when I approached him, yes.
Did he ever admit to the bag being his?
I never asked him a question. I did ask, "Is this your bag?" He said yes, and that was it. That's all I need to know. I asked him more questions.
Do you know if anyone else had, if anyone else possessed this bag between him checking it in and him being detained?
I know how it works is when you check your bag, it goes down the ramp, the belt ramp, they load it onto the plane.
Okay,
and this one particular flight, customer was working it. So you can say they touched it because they screened it.
So no
they screened all the bags.
Employees would have touched the bag to load it onto the plane?
No, it is once it hit the belt, customs they did it. They the one who loaded they the one who put it on the plane. So they do it plane side.
Okay, did you observe customs loaded on the plane?
No, sir.
What was the weight that you observed on the scale?
28 pounds.
28 pounds exactly?
I'll be sure to give you the point in 1 second. I have it in my notes. $28.66.
And did you observe the substance yourself?
Yes.
When they realized that the substance was inside of his bag, was he in the proximity of the bag?
Repeat one more time.
When customs observed the substance inside of the bag, was Mr. Ford in the proximity of the bag?
He was on the plane. And his plane seat was 39A.
Were there any other tests ran of the substance that was found in the bag?
No, it was just baggage of weed, and that's all it was, and clothes.
And was was Agent Knapp the same one that weighed the marijuana?
Yes, he the one who weighed it, yes.
I have no further questions at this time.
All right, any redirect?
Yes, Your Honor. Investigator, you responded that you only asked to defense counsel question regarding conversation. You just asked, "Is this your bag?" Do you recall that answer?
Once I took possession of him, I let him know like what was going on, who I was. I said, "This is your bag." He said yes, and that was it.
Okay, that's what I want to ask you about. When you say, "Is this your bag?" Did you physically have the bag there with you, or was the bag there?
Yes, it was at the customs. So when I take possession of him, I took possession of his belongings also.
Okay, so the bag that the customs agents had checked, it was right there, and he was able to say he saw it,
Yes, it was gray in color. Yes,
and he acknowledged ownership of it.
yes.
Okay, that's the only question I have.
All right,
That's the only question I have.
any follow-up, Mr. Mathis, based on those questions?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, does the state have any other evidence or witnesses?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Does the defense have any witnesses or evidence?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ADA Thomas.
I reserve.
All right, Mr. Mathis.
Yes, Your Honor. We were asking for the trafficking marijuana charges to be dismissed. The testimony that we have heard today, even though hearsay is allowed in preliminary hearings, all we've heard is that he heard that there was marijuana in a bag that was checked in by my client. We don't know how many hands have touched the bag between my client checking it in and being in the plane. The bag was not in his proximity. He just stated that the bag was his and did not admit to any kind of substance being his that was in the bag. Your Honor, we did hear that a field test was performed, but the witness today did not see the field test being performed, did not see the results of the said field test. Your Honor, the only thing that we heard today is that he heard that Investigator Knapp field tested the substance for it to be marijuana, and that the feds could not prosecute it, and they don't prosecute it. So he was called on the scene to do so. He did not interview my client and not get any kind of additional evidence that would suggest that my client had put any kind of substance into said bag, because now all we know is that there was a bag that was checked in. It went through a laser scanner that the witness today couldn't testify as to how it works. He did not see any results of the substance. He doesn't know that if it was marijuana personally. And so we would ask that the trafficking marijuana charge be dismissed for those reasons.
All right, ADA Thomas.
The state would ask that the charge be transferred to the Superior Court. The officer is basing his investigation on a based his investigation on information provided by Customs and Security, who do randomly check bags as they go through the system after being checked to be loaded onto an airplane. Your Honor, this is something that's posted in every airport that I've ever been in. That this does occur. They randomly check. If a bag comes up, which is exactly what happened here, they pull that bag, they notify local authorities, and everything pretty much goes down the way the detective has just described to the court today. There's no reason or no evidence to establish that anyone other than Customs and Border Patrol checked that bag. They did a field test on the bag to confirm that what they saw was in fact marijuana, and later on, Mr. Ford did claim the bag as his. Just based on that, Your Honor, I think the court has sufficient information to transfer the case in its entirety to the Superior Court.
All right, based on the testimony, the court does find sufficient probable cause to bind this case over Superior Court for further prosecution. If there's nothing else, this matter is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.